is going on here? Huh? Okay, that was interesting. Hello, if you guys are here right now. I don't know if you guys saw that. TikTok's changing the game on me every day when I get up here and do lives. Anywho, that was fun. How are you guys? It's good to be back. I know I haven't been here in a few days. I missed yesterday because I was up to my eyeballs in taxes, and tax brain and spirit brain do not mix, you guys. But I'm here today. I'm going to pass on another free message from Spirit, and I want to get to it as quick as I can so I can take a bit of a break before I come back for my messages from Spirit on Zoom. So, you guys, I'm a professional psychic medium. I communicate with people who've passed away, and I'm here today to give somebody out there a free message from Spirit. I try to come on Facebook and TikTok as often as I possibly can to get as many of you free messages from Spirit as I possibly can, because I've been doing this work for over 10 years now, and I have found more meaning and fulfillment in this work than anything else in my entire life. And I believe that everybody should have access to these types of messages. So maybe I should have spent my time studying how to get monetized and things like that, but I didn't. So that's not what this is about for me. I appreciate every single one of you that give me the hearts and all of those little doohickeys that make me look really funny. I figured out along the way of using TikTok that those mean money. Please understand that I'm not technologically gifted in any way, shape, or form. I can talk to dead people all day long, but work a phone or technology, now that's challenging. So when you see me up here, I'm not up here to try to make money off of you or anything like that. I make money by working for it. I'm a professional psychic medium, so that means that I make my money when you book private readings, group readings, things like that. That's how I make my money. But when I'm here on social media, my social media accounts are here for you guys, to help you guys, because everybody deserves access to these messages. So all I ask of you guys is that you understand that the powers that be keep me shadow banned like crazy. So I need your help to get this going out there. And I finally, as I said on my Facebook message, because I went live already on Facebook, but as I tell people over there that one of the reasons why it's so hard for me to get my message out there and why they shadow ban the crap out of me. The biggest reason that makes me different from all the other mediums you're going to see on TikTok, on TV, on anywhere else. The thing that makes me so much different than them is that they teach you that the dead are gone. They teach you, they will pass on beautiful validations and messages that are dramatically accurate, yes. But most of them, at least all of the ones that I've seen so far, leave out the most important part of the message, which drives me batshit crazy when I'm listening to other mediums. And the most important part of the message is that your loved ones are not dead. They are still here. They're just here in a different way. There is no such thing as death. Literally, what that meant Jesus was preaching about his whole frickin' life. That's what they persecuted him for saying there is no such thing as death. There is the physical reality and the non-physical reality. And our physical eyes can only pick up so much, that we can only see so much in this reality, but you are not seeing everything that is here. When you got a sunbeam beaming through your window, for example, you're going to see all those dust particles within that sunbeam, yeah? But you can't see them unless the light is shining on it a specific way. Does that mean that those dust particles aren't there? They are there, aren't they? It's just that you can't see them unless the light shines on them in a certain way. Your loved ones are not gone. Listen to me. I don't mean to do that. It's just that I can't enunciate this enough. Your loved ones are not gone. I promise you they have not left you. Heaven is not somewhere way up there in the sky far away from you. Heaven is a dimension right in front of you that is just in a different energy that you can't see or touch with your physical senses, but it is right here in the same reality you are in, just like the dust that's floating through the air right now that you can't see until light shines on it in a certain way. The physical body allows us to interact with each other in a physical way. But when the physical body is gone, the soul doesn't just poof, disappear. The soul stays with you. They continue to communicate with you. They can't use speech like we use with the physical body. They use energy. The soul is high vibrating energy that vibrates so fast you can't see it with your physical eyes. They use synchronicity and alignment and coincidence, all types and forms of energy to line you up at the exact right moment, the exact right time to get you the message that they need you to get. That's why if you're here right now, watching these right now, it's because Spirit brought you here. There is literally no such thing as fluke, random, or chance in this world. Those are just concepts that the powers that be want you to believe in so that you don't understand how magical you are, so that you will believe in concepts like death that are not real. So, and what I get up here and do, and like I said, what makes me different than most other mediums is I'm not going to get up here and tell you that they're dead and gone. I'm going to get up here and give you the validations from them that prove that they're still with you. And hopefully teach you their new language so that you can feel their presence and connect with them every single day of your life. I know it's a little bit different than the way you used to connect with them and communicate with them here in the physical world, but I promise you that once you understand the signs, the symbols, the alignments, the synchronicity, the energy that your loved ones in the non-physical use to connect with you every single day, once you start to understand those communications, you will see that they are mathematically impossible to be fluke, random, or chance. There's no such thing as death. So please know that your loved ones are still with you. And now I get up here every day and I give free messages on Facebook and on TikTok as often as I possibly can for this reason, because there's so many people hurting out there and I want you guys to all know that your loved ones are here. But I also want you to know that in order to do this work full time, I have to charge a certain amount of money so that I can provide readings and things like that and still feed myself and my children. Single mom for almost 14 years now. So I have to do that. But that doesn't mean that I can't get up here and donate and volunteer as well. It's like doctors. The best doctors out there, they have life-saving skills. They go and they get paid to perform their surgeries, but they also go and donate their time as well. That's what the good ones do. So anyway, so that's what I try to do. And so I'm not here to make money from you guys. I just want to be able to pass on a message from Spirit to you guys that's going to help somebody out there. And let you guys know that I'm here because they try to do everything that they can to keep me suppressed so that you can't see me. But where there's a will, there's a way. And God's been helping me do this for 10 years. He keeps, my rent paid every month so that I can keep doing this work. And so long as my rent is paid and there's food in my belly and on my kids' bellies, then I'm going to keep getting up here and helping you guys. So thank you for helping me help you by sharing this live and letting other people know that we're here. And then please understand that there's one of me and so many of you guys, and that you all deserve a message from Spirit. So I do lots of different ways to try to make this accessible and affordable for everybody. So not everybody can afford a private reading. I get that. But if you go to my website, thmedium.ca, then you're going to see that I offer a bunch of different ways to get a message from Spirit. Not only do I do these free lives every day, but also I do a Zoom group every Tuesday for only $28 a person. Now that's Canadian because I'm in Canada. And if you're in other countries, then that's even cheaper for you because our prices are like through the freaking roof. But anyway, so $28 a person. And I keep the group small, 10 or 12 people per group. And then I can read for every person that comes to that group. And then everybody has access to these types of messages. So if you've been wanting a message from your loved one, then there is a way. Where there's a will, there's a way. Go see my website, thmedium.ca. Also, be careful of trolls, you guys. First thing you have to understand is that people pretend to be me. They steal my picture, my face, my videos, and then they solicit you for readings. I don't do that. No real good reader does that. Trolls do that. Frauds do that. They try to fish you. They solicit you. Real psychics and mediums don't do that. We just get up here and do our own work, and you have to come to us. That's how this works. So anybody that comes in the comments section or that sends you messages and is like, oh, please friend request me because I'm drawn to you and now I want to charge you money to give you the message I'm drawn to you for, liars. That's all I have to say. Liars. People who are doing this work, who are real, who have abilities. I don't care if your abilities are this big or this big. If you have abilities and you get up here and you say, okay, God, I'd like to help somebody with the abilities that I have, God will always send you somebody on your level that you can help. So if you want a message from Spirit and I don't get to you today, there's lots of other ways to get a message from me. So let's just get to it, okay? So I like to start with a card reading really quick, just because there's no such thing as fluke, random, or chance. And tarot cards can be a really great way to get you some insight into whatever is going on with in your world. So what I get you to do is, while we're waiting for people to share the live and get it out there, what I want you to do is I want you to just think of a question that you have to ask God or the universe, and then I'm going to shuffle the cards, pull one, give you the meaning of the card, and hopefully that'll give you some insight into whatever's going on, and then I'm going to explain how this works and pick somebody for a free message. Okay, here we go. Ask your question. Oof. The card flew out itself, literally turned itself around, flew out of the deck. What did you guys ask? Because the moon card came out. Now, the moon card is not usually anybody's favorite card because it makes you feel like you're in the dark. The moon card reminds you that you can only see what's right in front of you. Sometimes you're not meant to see the whole freaking path, you guys. I'll tell you why. For example, before I was born, if God had told me, Tracy, you could get up here and be a psychic medium. You just have to go through the pits of hell and back and almost die 5 times. You have to go through all this trauma to get here. Do you still want to do it? No. Sometimes the moon card is for your protection. Sometimes it's because you're just not meant to see what is down that line yet. But here's the thing about the moon card that I want to express to whoever this is for, is that I call this card the traveling on a dark highway late at night card, because sometimes it's just like that. When you're traveling on a highway, think about it. When you're driving down a dark highway late at night, you can only see what's right in front of you. You can't see the whole road all the way down. You only see what your headlights shine on, but you don't stop the car and go, well, this sucks. I have no proof that the road is going to be there. I can't see the road. I can only see what's right in front of me. So I'm going to stop the car and stop right here on a dark, scary night. You don't do that. You just keep driving. You just drive and trust that the road will develop as you drive along. When you see this card, that is a good indication that you are being guided through the dark. So please don't worry. Know that just because you can't see where you're going yet doesn't mean that you won't see. Once every moon has a sun, the light will come in. So if you're feeling like you're in the dark now, take heart. It's just a matter of time before you receive that light. Okay, so how does this work, you guys? Please understand, I'm going to try to explain this on TikTok without sounding like an idiot, but yet I have very little technological knowledge or know-how, so I'm going to be using things like words like thingy-boobers and whatnot. Hopefully you can follow me here. This is how this works on TikTok. So that little thingy-boober button at the bottom that looks like 2 people, at least that's how it looks on my side. What I get you to do is, if you want a message from Spirit, you have to do is try to add yourself to my live. And then I have Spirit here. I can feel the energy of Spirit here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to match the soul that I have here with somebody that is adding themselves to my live. But what I need you to keep in mind before I go there, I need you to listen to this very carefully, because your loved ones are not talking to me. They are talking to you. And especially here on TikTok, I have to make sure that I explain this carefully, because a lot of you have never seen me before. And so you need to understand that your loved ones are not talking to me. They're talking to you. They do not care if I understand this information or not, you guys. I am the medium, the translator, if you will, the person in between the physical and the non-physical world. And so your loved ones, like I said, are not gone. They're still here. They just vibrate so high and fast that you can't see them with your physical eyes. They communicate with their energy. And the way that me as a psychic medium, I pick up their energy, it's not like I hear them specifically talking to me the same way that I'm talking to you. They can't. They don't have a physical body to use speech like that. They have to show me signs and symbols and pictures and emotions of whatever it is that they need me to say, so you get the message they need you to get. But you have to understand, I'm not in your life. I'm just the translator. I don't get the backstory on why they want me to talk about what they're trying to talk about. My job is to just clearly describe the signs and symbols that they are bringing forward so you get the message they need you to get. The thing about spirit is that they are very specific. They are what I call randomly specific. So what I mean by that is that for your loved ones, this is not about guessing which sign or symbol you wrote down on a piece of paper before we connected. This is not for them. This is not about predicting your future. For your loved ones, this is about giving you details and signs and validations of things going on right now in your life that I can't know because I've never met you before. I can't even see you. That to prove that they are still with you, that they are loving you, guiding with you, and communicating with you along the way. That's what this is about. So they're going to bring me like this. I had a lady's dad step forward with a big orange cat one day, and I'm asking her, why's your dad got Garfield in his arms? Like, it looks like Garfield to me. They show it to me whatever way in what I call my library that they have to show me. My thoughts, feelings, pictures, experiences. I read a lot of Garfield in my childhood. So I see her dad stepping forward with Garfield, and I'm like, why is dad stepping forward with Garfield? If I bring a message like that to you and you're like, I don't know, you tell me. We're both going to miss the message, you guys. I'm not in your life. I don't know why he's doing that. I know he's talking to you, not me. My job is to just explain to you what he's saying. In that exact example that I'm giving you, this girl's dad had died 1 month before her big fat orange cat. So when she connects with me, her dad's going to come forward with her big orange fat cat in his arms to give her comfort, letting her know that he has her baby on the other side, her fur baby. But I'm not in her life to know that backstory. So he doesn't say, tell her I have the cat that died 1 month after me and that we are together on the other side. I don't hear it like that, you guys. I see him with the cat. And so I'm going to give you that information, and we have to work together to understand their messages. Please keep that in mind, because they're not talking to me, they're talking to you, and I want you guys to get the most out of their messages. Does that make sense? Okay, 2 more things that I want you to keep in mind before I connect to see who we're connecting to today. So you can tell they're in my head. I'm sounding like, my speech is sounding like Swiss cheese right now because I got somebody standing right here and I'm trying to focus here. Anyway, I want you to understand 2 things before we jump right in. One is that oftentimes, so when I connect you, I'm going to ask you to tell me who you want me to focus on, because a lot of you have a lot of souls on the other side, and I want to go right to the soul that you want me to connect to. Spirit, stop it. So the thing is, though, when I connect to that soul, they don't always just step forward by themselves. A lot of times they'll bring people with them. And so if they're bringing somebody forward, I want you to keep in mind that the people they bring forward don't step forward with their name, address, and phone number. So they don't step forward and be like, yeah, grandma's here, your aunt is here, or mom's here. Sometimes I will feel a relationship bond like that, but sometimes they just give me a sign or a symbol that will only point to one person. It's very common for me to connect to somebody and they stink like cigarette smoke, even though they didn't smoke, as their way to let you know they're hanging out with the smoker on the other side. You see what I'm saying? So we have to work together to understand the messages being delivered, but they are very specific. So once you understand the messages that are being delivered, you'll see that they're talking to you, not me. Lastly, what I want you to keep in mind is that when I connect with you guys, whoever I'm going to be reading for, your loved ones are going to take me through their passing from their experience, not from yours. This is something that trips people up sometimes because it is one of the most important parts of what I do right now. Oh, that's a new one. Thank you for whoever did that. That's so cool. Anyway, let me try to keep focused here. See, it threw me off. Hold on a second. What was I saying here? They step forward and tell me what they experienced as they were passing away, which is so important because sometimes we think that they suffer so much more than what they actually do. So please keep that in mind, that when they will tell me what they felt when they passed. They don't tell me what kind of cancer they had, for example. Does that make sense? All right, you guys. Oh, one more thing. I just want to say a huge thank you to every single one of you who bought my book. This is available on Amazon, you guys. This is my Helen Keller moment. How many of you guys out there know that you have abilities, know that the dead are connecting with you, and just don't understand how to make it all fit and understand those messages? This is my walk on how I started putting it together and realizing who the heck I was and how all of these messages made sense and brought peace to everyone else. These are 10 stories, 10 miracles that help get me here, so that this is why I do the work that I do every single day. So it's on Amazon. Go check it out. And thank you to every single one of you that have bought it already. And on that note, I want to remind you that if you've bought the book and you've read the book and you liked the book, make sure you go back on Amazon and leave me a review, because that helps get the book out there on the algorithm so that more people see it. And at the end of every month, I'm going to pick one of those names from those Amazon reviews, and one of you are going to win a free private 60 to 90 minute reading with me just for leaving me an Amazon review. And I'm going to be doing one of those, picking one of those people every single month. So if you grab that book, make sure you leave me a review. All right, let's see I go looking for my mouse every time. Forget that I'm on TikTok. Let's see who we have here. All right, where are we here? Oh, you guys just know that this is the hardest part. I want to read for all of you. Okay, Spirit's in my head. Hello, let me know when you can hear me, hun.
I can hear you.
Hi, how are you?
I am awesome.
Oh, breathe through me. Honey, I can feel your heart just a going. My hands are all sweating. Whew. Okay, is your first name Heather?
Yes.
Awesome. Have you seen me read before, Heather?
No.
So Spirit brought you here first time today, hey?
Yes.
I want
Sorry,
you.
I have a lump in my throat.
That's okay. I'm going to talk for a second while you get those energies out so that we can get a good connection here. But I want to let you know that whatever brought you here today, see, there's a message before we even get started. I can tell you that there's a message here. I can tell a little bit of what Spirit has to say to you just by the way this energy lines up. So what I think they're wanting you to know right away is that there is no such thing as death. I don't know if you heard me saying that in the beginning. And that the non-physical, let's not call them dead, the non-physical speak energy, synchronicity, and alignment. And they sound like a thought that interrupts the rest of your thoughts. So whatever it was that you were thinking today that made you pick up your phone at that moment, at that time, at this exact moment, was your loved ones talking to you, guiding you here. Cool.
Okay. That's awesome.
Who is it that you want me to connect to, hon?
My mom.
Got ya. See, she's not gone. She like, as soon as you say my mom, she's like, hallelujah. I told you I'm still here. Okay. Are you ready to do this?
Yes, I'm ready.
All right, hun. So we're going to start with what I call a connection exercise. Just helps me get connected to your energy. So what I want you to do is I want you to sit somewhere so that both feet are flat on the ground for me.
Okay.
Then what I want you to do is when I'm done talking, I want you to close your eyes, and then I want you to take a deep breath. And I want you to picture that deep breath starting at your big toe, slowly pulling it all the way up through your body, and then blow it directly towards me, and give me a minute to focus. Wow. Okay, slow down, Mom. Slow down. I don't know whose heart's beating faster, yours or hers. Usually they just don't come through so anxious, but she's like, I did it, I did it, I did it, I did it, I did it. She's so excited. Here's the thing, you've been asking her for a sign. Whoops, I kicked the camera. You've been asking her for a sign for a while.
Yes,
Did you see my cards in the beginning? Were you here for this card pull?
I was. Yes.
You can't see what's about to happen. That doesn't mean that the miracle isn't right there. You just can't see it yet. It's right here.
Yeah.
Your mom stepped forward and she showed me the body scan, which is my symbol for more than one issue in the body or pain throughout the body. She showed me diagnosis. She's taken me back. She's showing me, she's playing the song Fighter in my head. that she's a fighter. She's I feel a little bit of restriction in the breath, some dizzy thought, which is an inability to communicate or an inability to say goodbye. And I feel the holding of the hand. I feel distance or space, and then I see sudden, unexpected, or traumatic passing. So let me just slow that down a second. Mom, slow down. The holding of the hand is my symbol that I was not alone when I took my last breath. And that is very important here because then she shows me that distance or space, which is either that she was a distance away when she passed. It's been some time that she's been on the other side. I feel like somebody didn't make it there for that exact moment when she passed.
Yeah, I didn't make it.
Do you see what I'm saying? She
Yeah.
didn't want you to see that moment, sweetie, because that last moment, am I understanding this? Your mom was pretty sick before she passed?
Yes, very sick.
She needs you to know a couple of things about that. One is that there were some choices and decisions that were made to take her out of her pain. You understand that?
Yes.
And that even though she wasn't able to communicate back for you guys in that moment, she felt you guys' presence there. She felt everything. And when you guys made that choice and decision to take her out of her pain, she didn't leave the physical body. Her soul was still tethered to the physical body with a spiritual cord, like babies tethered to mom with an umbilical cord, but she was still there. She heard every single thing you guys had to say. And the second that she was on the other side, she was with you wherever you were. You weren't meant to be with her at that exact moment because that when the soul leaves the body, sometimes the body jerks and makes all these weird motions, but the soul doesn't feel that pain. But the people that are here witnessing that think it's absolute torture for the soul passing over. Do you understand?
Yes.
She's also playing the song The Rose in my head. Do you know that song?
Yes, very much.
And now I know your name said Heather Rose, but the second that I saw the name said Heather Rose, that song started blasting through my ears. And then I saw the rose times two. Now the rose is my symbol for, usually is my symbol for birthday, anniversary, a date that happens once a year, but it also feels like a name that's been passed down a couple of times. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Is your grandmother Rose as well?
Yes.
Because she's bringing her forward as well. Grandma's on that side. Hun?
Yes, yes. I'm sorry. Yes, yes,
That's
she
okay.
is.
I'm just making sure I'm on the right, because sometimes
Yes.
Spirit will talk about people here, so I'm just making sure I got my facts straight here. Here's the thing, your mom said that you've been feeling like she's gone for a while now. That the lingering state she was in, no, let me say that better. The state she was in before she passed has lingered in your mind, and you're seeing that over and over and over again. Do you understand that?
Yes.
She needs you to know that she's not gone. There's no such thing as death, I promise you. That's how she got you here. How are you here watching this, getting this message right now if she was dead?
Right.
You're hearing her voice a lot more often than you think you are. It's just that she sounds like a thought that interrupts the rest of your thoughts. She needs you to know that she's okay on that side. She's not in any pain. And again, she's showing me that she went right to you the second that she was on the other side because the soul is not limited by physical space. So very often, the minute that they're free from the physical body, they are reunited with their loved ones. And I see distance or space. Were you in a different city or a different place than she was when she took her last breath?
No, um, we had a fight about 6 months before she passed, and so I wasn't talking to her when she passed.
So please know that she doesn't want you to feel bad about that. That's why see, they don't change a sign or a symbol if I don't get it right the first time. They just keep showing it to me and emphasizing it again and again. And she kept showing me that distance or space and showing me that she doesn't want you to remember that. She doesn't want you to feel bad about that because there is no such thing as death and she's still with you now. She's showing me the jewelry. And I see the light switch, which is my symbol for choices and decisions on how she's laid to rest. So this down. Two separate messages, I think. So one, the jewelry. Now, do you have your mom's jewelry? Like, I don't know if this is ring, necklace, or what this is, but she's showing me my symbol for jewelry.
Yeah, we have her ashes in necklaces for me and my three daughters.
So that's why I can't figure out why she's showing me, thank you for the choices and decisions you made around my passing and for the jewelry, because they're one and
Mhm.
the same.
Yeah, and it was uh uh I'm sorry. It was her favorite thing in the whole world, which is I'm sorry, I can't even think, hummingbirds.
So know that when you see those hummingbirds, when you see any birds, just for that matter, because as soon as you said that, she's like, yeah, I've been soaking her in feathers like crazy. Not just
Yeah.
hummingbirds, any kind of feathers she can find that will make you think of a bird. That's mom. Do you want to know why
Okay.
she's using birds too? Yes, because it was her favorite bird, and that will make you think of her. And if you're thinking of her, it's because she's in front of you. But there's another reason why she uses birds to connect with you. Do you want to know what it is?
Yes, please.
Two, actually. One, because she's free of the physical pain in the body now. She's free. She's flying high. She's free. Birds are free. The
Yeah.
second reason is that because she's right here above you, she's with you, she flies with you everywhere you go. I do it like this because the dead have explained it to me like this many times over the years. Us here, oh, hear it clap? Us here in the physical world is like living in a giant third dimensional corn maze. You can only see what's right in front of you, like the moon card. You can't see what's up and around the bend. But your mom is up here. She can see the whole darn maze. You didn't know that there was going to be a psychic medium that was going to be here today that was going to give you a free message from your mama. You didn't need to know that. All you needed to know was that, Mom, I needed a message. And your mom lined you up and guided you right here
Right.
using synchronicity and alignment and coincidence. Co means together. Incidences mean happenings. Together happenings. It is your mom and your grandma and all your loved ones on that side lining you up at the exact right moment at the exact right time to deliver you what you've asked for using together happenings.
That's amazing.
There's no such thing as death. She wants me to talk about the picture, and she said you have beautiful teeth.
Thank you.
What does that mean?
I just got my teeth done. I just got them all pulled and got dentures and
Sweetie, see, I can't know that. Your mom knows
yeah.
that. She was there with you. And it's interesting when you said that, I can feel your fear.
Yeah.
Hmm. And she said that she watched over you and protected you around that. And it was so much easier than you could have ever imagined. It went by like that, hey?
Absolutely, yeah. It was I was so worried and it wasn't bad at all.
She didn't leave your side, honey. She just needs you to know that here's the thing, she's not gone. She's not mad at you. She wants you to let that argument go and she wants you to feel her love and her presence here. If she was mad at you, she wouldn't have lined you up with someone like me to give you a message of love, right?
Right.
Why is she giving you guys motorbikes?
I don't
Motorbike?
know.
Do you said you have three daughters, but
Uh-huh.
I don't know if it's a dirt bike, an ATV. I'm hearing vroom, 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 vroom.
That's funny. My husband has been begging me lately to get him a bike, and he's getting ready to retire. And so I was just talking last night about maybe getting him a bike when he retires.
Your mom
I was
heard
talking to my daughter. I wasn't even talking to him or anything.
Your mom heard that conversation because she was in the room.
That's
You
so
might
weird.
you might not be able to see her physical body, honey, but I promise you she's there. And what happens is that if you stop treating her like she's dead and gone, you don't do that on purpose. You do that because you've been taught that when they exit the physical world that they're gone and they're dead, but they're not. So if you understand that and you say, "Okay, mom, thank you for lining me up with the perfect bike for my husband coming in. Thank you, Mom, for lining me up with the perfect bike for my husband or for my husband. Thank you for getting a good deal on it. Thank you for making it so perfect and dramatic that I will feel your presence in it. Because what's going to happen is when you thank mom for helping you with that, then somebody's going to give it to you for free, or you're going to get 50% off on it, or it's going to line up in some way that will be mathematically impossible to be fluke, random, or chance
Right.
that mom is part of it. And then you don't feel like she's dead and gone. You only feel like they're dead and gone when you stop feeling their presence, when you stop feeling them respond to your request.
Right.
Gone, sweetie. Today is the day that you let that go, and you know that your mom is so extraordinarily proud of you and the mom that you are. She said, listen, she's showing me that pinky finger because she said, you've got more mothering and nurturing and loving ability in your pinky finger than some of us do in our whole body. And I think she's meaning her because she's showing me the rose colored glasses, which is my symbol for where I see things differently on this side than I did when I was here in the physical world. She's so proud of you. You understand?
Thank you for saying that.
The thing is, here in the physical world, we do the best we can, but hurt people, right? Not
Yeah.
because they want to, especially we don't want to hurt our kids. But think about it, if you stub your toe and then one of your kids comes right up afterwards, right as soon as you stub your toe and they're like, "Hi, Mom, what's wrong?" You're like, "F off!" Ugh! And
Yeah.
you react like that, right?
Yeah.
Because hurt people. Not because we want to, just because what is in comes out. So she's really proud of you on trying to heal because now you're a healing person, healing your children and your family because healed people heal people.
I can't wait to tell my girls about this.
Oh, is she ever proud of them? She's like singing, "You are so beautiful to me." Why do I see two and one? Two and one. Are two close to the same age and one a little bit older? Or how do I understand that?
They're 3 years apart, all three of them.
Or two similar and one a little different. She showed me
Yeah.
two and one around the girls.
Yeah. Yeah. One of them's a little bit different.
As long as you understand the message, it's just,
Yeah.
and mom's not judging. It's just her way to say, "See, I'm not dead. I see what's going on here."
Yeah.
She's so proud of them. And she's like, again, showing me signs and symbols for you to use. She's like, somebody needs the car. So tell
Yeah.
her to thank her for sending you the car. Tell her exactly what kind of car you need. Tell them exactly what signs and symbols you need to see every single day. And she will line it up in your world. Okay, so hold on. She also looked up and said, "That's me." She's looking up in the clouds. You see messages in the sky for mom?
I do. That's wow. Wow. Yeah, I do all the time. I in the clouds. I see hearts sometimes, and I see flowers because she loved flowers. And
Because once you understand a message, it's like you have to understand signs and symbols and synchronicities have meanings behind them, just like letters have sounds. Once you understand a meaning that spirit is sending to you, they will use that all the time. But they're not going to send you signs and symbols you don't understand. So once your vocabulary gets bigger and bigger and you have more signs and symbols they can use, they can communicate more effectively. So
okay,
know that that's real. When you see those, that's mom's way of letting you know that she's with you. And now that you can understand there's no such thing as fluke, random, or chance, and now that you can understand that it is literally impossible for you to think about your mom if she's not here, because you can't, your heart is interpreting the energy that's around you and interpreting it in your thoughts. Just like your nose interprets the energy around you, interprets as thoughts. If you walk in your house and smell poop, even if you don't see it, you know it's there. You're looking for it, especially if you
right,
got a puppy, right?
right,
If you're thinking of your mom, which you were doing this morning, yeah,
yeah, yes,
then it's because she's right in front of you. It is literally impossible for you to think of something that's not there. So once you understand that and you can communicate with her what you need, then she can send it and you will feel her presence in this moment, not her absence.
okay.
She ain't missing those birthdays either that are coming up in the summer. She's taking me like June, July, August, somewhere in there. Who's got the birthday in the summer?
My oldest daughter. She was really close to her.
Very proud of her too. I saw the graduation cap going around her shoulders. So either she is graduating coming up and mom's saying she's not missing that, or she attended her graduation in spirit. All I know is she wrapped her in the graduation gown and said how proud she is of her.
That's awesome. She's gonna love to hear that. And she passed right before her graduation.
See? Grandma was there. She attended her graduation in spirit. There is no such thing as death. I promise you. Keep talking to your mama, honey. She loves you so much and she's so excited. She's like, thank you. Because no longer does my daughter have to feel bad about what she said to me because you forgave her a long time ago. She's like, it's not me that needs to forgive you. It's you that needs to forgive me. And she's thanking you for doing that and wanting you to know that she hears everything you say. She's not gone. She's still here loving you today, tomorrow, and every day after.
Everybody's going to catch me talking to myself then because I'm going to be talking to her all the time.
Then you get to walk through life like me and they call you the crazy lady. But that's okay. That's okay. Because they're wonderful miracles that I would have every single day.
Thank you so much.
Okay, so last thing I want you to know is that I will be posting this to YouTube. I download the messages that get passed here on TikTok and I upload them to my YouTube account. The last reading that I did, I haven't got it uploaded. So tonight I'll be uploading 2 readings, this one and the one that I did for the person the last time before. So you can share this with your friends and family and your girls. They'll just have to come to my YouTube page, which is my name.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much. I was wondering how I was going to tell them everything.
Yes, you don't have to try to remember it all. That's why I post them on my social media so you have access to them.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome, hun. You have a great rest of your day, okay?
Okay, you too.
I just need you to click the X thingy for me because I'm technologically challenged.
Me too. The X thing.
Yeah, she's like, me too. I don't know how to do this. Okay, let me see. We'll see if we can do this together. Disconnect. Disconnect. Yes. Oh, look at that. I figured it out. I did it all on my own with my blonde hairs, you guys. All right, you guys, I got to take another quick break. Oh, look at that little thingy. TikTok freaks me out, just saying. You guys are awesome. I love it here because there's always a lot more viewers than there is on Facebook. But Facebook's my comfort zone. And I just want to let you guys know, I did a really big message on Facebook. If you have Facebook, go check it out because there was a message that came through from Spirit that is on my Facebook account that might help some of you here. Anyway, I have a group now on Zoom at 3 o'clock Mountain Time, which is in just over half an hour. So just under an hour. So if you want a message from your loved ones as well, please go to my website, thmedium.ca. You can get a ticket and come join us on Zoom. It's only $28 a person. And if not, I will see you guys here tomorrow probably not tomorrow. I won't get back on TikTok, but I will be on Facebook and then probably on Thursday. Have a great rest of your day, you guys. I will see you guys soon.